Yes, good morning. Yes, so Miss Barker part two. I forgot something. Um, yeah, I asked her to pick it up. I asked her to pick up the package downstairs because I just got off the phone with the guy downstairs. He said there's something with your name on it down here. So everybody else was busy, and so I had to ask her to get it because I was waiting for it a long time. But anyway, she went outside. Meanwhile, she was talking. This was the most important part. She was talking to someone when she went down there, and her voice was loud. So I said, "Oh, she's probably waiting for the elevator." Remember, I said she came here. She came back within less than a minute. So she's talking to somebody down there, real loud and everything. So I said, "Oh, she's waiting for the elevator." Then I heard the voice coming back towards me. So it's not just the time that threw me off, it's also her voice never left the floor. I'm like, hold up. I thought you was having a conversation at, with somebody while you wait for the elevator because I was still hearing your voice. And lo and behold, she opened the door. Here's your package, Rhonda. And so with the time and the voice, I kind of knew. But I was still hoping, but, that's how it is with people. A lot of people think they slick, but, so people be like, Rhonda, how you know? You ain't seen the person. Sometimes, and most of the time my guess is right. Sometimes it's the little idiosyncrasies that throws them off. Sometimes it's just a natural thing for certain people to steal that they don't think. She thought maybe she'll wait a couple of seconds or minutes. She was talking to the friend, so it felt like minutes to her. You understand? And then she turned right back around and came and gave it to me. So it wasn't just the time, it was also that I still kept hearing her voice down the hallway. So I thought she was just waiting for the elevator. And then I heard it coming back towards me because she was still talking, to the person. And she handed me the package. So I don't like pointing fingers, believe me. It's not fun to me. And to some people, they be like, oh, well, how do you know? Sometimes you just know. Sometimes it's the littlest thing. Like the other day, I was telling my sister that I felt that my cousin stole some money from me. And my sister was like, well, Rhonda, how you know? And how you know, and how you know? And I'm like, because she was acting funny to me. She said, well, she likes to entertain, and she invites a lot of people to be entertaining too. And I'm like, no, that's not it. That's not why she invites certain people. She invited certain people because they're hiding one of her secrets or some of her secrets, and she feel indebted to them. Yes, she loves to entertain. Yes, she loves to cook and all of the above. But it's just the way. It's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain. And she's indebted to these people that she has to invite them, and she has to drop everything she's doing to go drop them somewhere or whatever, And that's not her, because when I ask her to drop me somewhere, she tells me no, she's busy cleaning her bedroom. But then the next week she'll call me and ask me to drop her somewhere, and I'll go. And then I just keep getting the same answers from her, so I started using her answers to her. Oh, I gotta clean my bedroom. So she used to get pissed off. I'm like, well, you clean your bedroom when I wanted to do something. How come you can't go by yourself and do your grocery shopping by yourself? Or maybe have your daughter tag along? Because her daughter didn't want to go. Her sister was busy. And here's Rhonda thinking that Rhonda's doing nothing. And I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't. I could have went. No, at that time I was cleaning my room, but I could have went because I wanted a break because I was just doing my Christmas cleaning. I did want a break. I could have got up and go because I love when my friends and family call me and say, "Let's go here. Let's go." I like that. I could have did that, but I said no. I said I'm cleaning my bedroom, which was true. I was cleaning my bedroom, but that's the excuse she used to tell me. I remember I did a practice run. I said, Rhonda, maybe you're overreacting. So you know what I did? So one week, because she calls me every weekend. And she's like, so she called me and she said, Rhonda, let's go to Chinatown. So I said, okay. Because she gets her fruits and vegetables from Chinatown and her fish. I said, fine. She just wanted me there to stay in the car so she can go do stuff. She wants to use me. So, but, I said, fine. I wanted to get out the house. So the next week, I wanted some oxtail. And she knows a place where you can get good oxtail, but at a cheaper price, because oxtail at the time was very expensive. So I said, okay, she probably going out this week or whatever. So I said, oh, and I gave her, usually she calls me on that day. I gave her a day's notice. So Friday, I said, well, tomorrow, can you go and take me to the place where you get your oxtails? She said, no, I'm busy. I got to clean my bedroom. And from then on, I started telling her the same thing. And she would get pissed off. Oh, you got something against me? I'm like, no, I don't got nothing against you, but that's what you told me last time I asked you to do something with me. And you told me how come I can't do it by myself. So ask your daughter, well, how come you can't do it by yourself? Call your sister. Why? Because they're busy. But they don't drop nothing to do nothing for her. Rhonda does. Not anymore. So she started getting upset. I gave her some of her own medicine and she just got pissed off. Oh, you don't like me. Oh, you always coming up with an excuse. You can't just put on some clothes and come drop me here. And da 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 da. Oh, yeah, she was telling me how to do it or whatever. I said, no. I said, I got to clean my house. I got things to do. You understand? I cannot just drop my stuff for you anymore. Yeah, and when you feed people their own medicine, they don't like it. So how they expect you to like it when they do it to you? Why, you're beneath them? We was born from the same bloodline. You're not better than me. But they feel like, oh, Rhonda, let's call Rhonda. Because I do. They call me, I'm like, oh, let's go, whatever. I'm willing to help. I'm willing to sit in the car while you go do your grocery shopping. I'm willing to do things like that because I want to help you. You understand? I see family or friends helping family or friends. But when it comes to me asking for the same thing in return, nothing different, grocery for grocery. She wanted to go to the grocery store. I wanted to go to the grocery store. It's not like I tell her, let's go to Chicago somewhere and drive. No, I said, can you go to the store that you get your meat? She told me no. So, all right, all you're going to get from me from now on is a no. I'm busy. And then after I finished cleaning my house, I wasn't busy. And I still told her no. By the time she got a car or whatever, but no. I started treating people how people treated me. And people didn't like it. And then I told them, I said, well, you told me no many, many times. What's different between your no and my no? Oh, I don't like you. Why? Because I said no. I didn't jump when you asked me like I usually do. Yeah, because I'm not an idiot anymore. I don't feel like being nice because you're not being nice to me. And then when she got a car, same thing with Keisha. They got their car, so now they have to look for parking. I park by my house. So she's like, every minute Rhonda, come pick me up. Rhonda, come pick me up. Rhonda, come pick me up. Oh, no. Come pick me up once in a while. Yeah, I got a parking, but sometimes I don't feel like driving. And sometimes I don't like late driving. I want to relax too. And I don't like anybody driving my car. And I don't like driving anybody's car. So, no, come pick me up. Oh, but and finally they admitted, oh, well, you got your parking, and it's hard for me to come get parking. But yet still, when they other friends call them and say, oh, Keisha, come do this and come do that, they up and they go. All the way to the Bronx, all the way here, all the way there. They go by their mother 4 and 5 times a day. They find parking. So how come you can't find parking when you gotta hang out with Rhonda? Why? Because Rhonda's the stupid one? No. Sorry. Tired of being nice to people who's being mean to me. Well, I'm gonna treat you how you treat me. Plain and simple. It's hard for me because I'm truly a nice person. It's hard for me to be mean. Sometimes I think it's it hurts me more than it hurts them because I'm not used to being nasty to people, but I have to be because people want to walk all over you when people want to take advantage of you. And when you need something from somebody, they don't want to do it. But then when they need something from you, they expect you to do it because they know Rhonda's a sure thing. Not anymore. And you're not going to treat my son like that neither. I remember one time, well, a couple of times, my cousin cooked. Like I said, she likes cooking. And all her friends would be coming spur of the moment. They don't call her. Oh, Annie, stopping by. You got some food? Yeah, girl. Boom. A couple of times I bought the meat for her to cook for me because sometimes I like tasting other people's cooking. So I would buy her the meat. Do you know? So I would ask her. I'm buying the meat for me now, but she cooks for everybody, not just her family, but for her friends who stop by. I'm like, I didn't buy the meat for you and your crew. I bought the meat for me and maybe my son. So who asked me to ask her to save some food for my son or share out some food for my son? Oh, she had a nervous breakdown. Oh, your son treats you so bad, and why you gonna do this for your son? And he's a grown man, and why you feeding him? And da 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 da. Why? Because Tori, your son treats you bad. Your son don't do shit in the house. It be snowing rocks outside. You have to beg him damn near to go shovel a little bit of snow, and then you make up excuses. Oh, you like shoveling snow? What woman likes shoveling snow? It's harder for a woman to shovel the snow than the men. And you got all these grown men in the house, and you be shoveling snow. And your grown ass son who still lives with you, mind you, nothing against your son. I'm just saying an example how your mother is. And you have a grown ass son and a grown ass son-in-law, and none of them shovel snow. And yes, you do everything for them. You cook for them, you wash their clothes, you do everything. And I asked her to save some food for my son, and she having a nervous break. So you know what I started doing? I stopped eating her food. Yep. Sometimes I'll be wanting to eat a different person's hand. I would not ask her for nothing because you're not going to treat my son how you treat me all my life. You're not. You're not going to do it. So I'll just take out the common denominator, which is me asking you for food for myself and my son. I'll cook, thank you, or I'll order. Plain and simple. I'm not going to eat your food because you don't like my son, so therefore you don't like me. I used to sit there. People walk through the door and ask you for food. You would get up and go, oh, well, it's just a little bit you can get, and you would give it to them. But your own flesh and blood, who always there if you ask him, I can understand me, I got my attitude. But my son, he is so sweet to people. He's a very sweet person. And you deny him some food? So that's why I won't eat from you anymore. If you're gonna be watching this, I won't eat from you anymore because you're not gonna deny my son and think it's all right with me, and I'm gonna sit up there and gaggle your food down. No, you're not gonna treat him. None of y'all is gonna treat him how y'all treated me. None of y'all. None of y'all.